Hello, my name is Paul O'Flynn and I run a company called Hands On House and Garden General Maintenance here in the Dew Hallow area of North Cork in Ireland. I initially set up the company to take advantage of the over 20 years of gardening experience I have. However, since then it has developed into not only jobs outside the house but also inside the house. And someone said to me recently, why don't you do some videos on some of the hints and tips that you have for in and around the garden. So today is the first one of those, and I'm going to concentrate on a favourite plant of mine, the Hosta. So why have I picked on the Hosta plant? For two reasons. Firstly, I've got a great tip to help the Hosta plant survive, and secondly, it's a perfect time of year, being autumn, to split the plant. But first, just some background info on the plant itself. This is what the plant looks like in the height of summer. It comes in a variety of formats, colours. It's mainly green. The one I like is the variegated one. And variegated just means it's got white bits on it, like this. It does produce flowers, but to be honest, they're not great, and this is what they look like. It's a perennial, so that means it loses its foliage in the winter. Basically hibernates, goes to sleep for the winter, and in the spring it will come up again. Now my top tip for you is where to plant the Hosta. Most people plant them in the ground, however they have a reputation for being eaten by snails and slugs, so putting them in the ground is just asking for trouble. What you need to do is put them into a pot. There are two great reasons for putting the plant into a pot. First of all, you can put the pot anywhere in the garden, but bear in mind it does like the shady areas of the garden. And secondly, you can cover the top layer of the pot with a layer of sand or coarse gravel. And there's one thing that snails do not like crawling over: sand, coarse gravel, and this will protect the Hosta. So after years of producing healthy Hosta plants, either that tip works or I've been incredibly lucky. So the second job for a Hosta is splitting the plant. It's a perfect time of year for it. Basically we've got one Hosta plant, we'll take out the pot, split in two, come the spring we'll have two new plants.
Firstly, remove the coarse gravel from the old pot. Secondly, remove the plant from the pot. This one came out nice and easy. If you're having some trouble, just soak the pot in some water for a while. Start by separating the roots into two clumps. Then, using a spade, cut the plant in two. The only downside to this method is you're going to need another pot. Fill the base of the pots with some soakage material. Old newspapers are very good for this. Next, plant up with the roots down. And finally, cover with some general garden compost.
So there you go, two new Hosta plants for next year. How hard was that? Well, I hope you found that interesting, and hopefully you'll be able to join me for the next one. Cheers. Hello, my name is forgetting your own name. However, someone said to me recently, why don't you do a video on top tips? Tips. I don't know, maybe a video on top tips might be better.